Hi, I'm Barney Barron. I'm a Baptist minister and a pioneer in Looe in Cornwall.
I'm Sara Barron and I also am a pioneer in Looe, amongst other things.
We moved to Looe just over 6 years ago, and I think one of the things about pioneering was recognising that the story doesn't start with us, that God's been at work in Looe for hundreds of thousands of millions of years before us, and will be at work long after we're gone. And so we kind of enter into God's story in this community. So for us it was important to come as guest. I think often church and charity we kind of come as host, and that's a position of power, but it was important to come as guest, to listen and to hear the community. So we decided that we'd spend at least a year of not doing anything in terms of starting anything new or leading anything, but just to get to know the community. Shortly after that we hit a pandemic, and we were invited in to support some of the efforts of the town council. Many of the things that the town council offered, it turned out that actually those services were needed as an ongoing service in the town. Things like community meals, and we run youth clubs and children's clubs and holiday clubs. We're a satellite for the food bank, and we have a community fridge and a welcome space, and even fun things like board gamers clubs. So it's here at the Haven, which is our centre, it's become a real community hub. But I think there's a sense of actually we all benefit from that. It's not about me and Sara or the volunteers, or it's just about the whole community working and serving one another. So Sara and I are supported by Home Mission, which we're really grateful for. I think it just is a really good way of being part of and engaging with the wider Baptist family. But actually really important for us, a lot of the work of Boundless Trust is supported by various grants, but actually a time for us to be available to gather a small faith community here isn't grant funded outside of Home Mission. So Home Mission enables us to have that wider, holistic, spiritual element to what we do, element at the very heart of what we do. It gives us that time and space. So it's really important to have that space funded by the Baptist family, so that we can explore faith with people. So please, there are lots of pioneers and churches who are engaging in mission who need that support. So I really encourage you to think about giving or increasing your giving to Home Mission.
Thank you for Home Mission, and without that we wouldn't have had the start that we had, where we got to listen and got to see where God was at work and have the opportunity to join in with that. And your ongoing support means that we try to be available here to hear the stories of people. We really would love you to pray for us. We'd love you to visit too, but we'd love you to pray for us. I think that we continue to be available and find space for that listening and relationship.
I think we'd appreciate prayers for us as a faith community, that our relationship with one another and with God would grow deeper, but also opportunities that we've talked about where we've had opportunity to share faith, that actually we might see people kind of want to follow that up and become part of us as a faith community, but perhaps more importantly, find that relationship with Jesus. As Sara said, if you're ever in Looe or down in Cornwall on holiday or whatever, we'd be really glad to host you, to see you, to come and visit us and find out for yourselves a little bit more about what we do here. So thank you for your support, thank you for your home mission support and your prayer support, and hopefully some friendship and community with you.